Okay, so it's dark. We got this wall thing here. I think we were trying to break our way through here, and by break our way through here, I mean we were trying to see if this was actually an illusion wall that we could dispel, and I'm pretty sure that we were messing around with the quest items because it is not this. I know we were looking at that last time. It's actually the Isle of whatever the heck this is that's supposed to let us through, and we weren't able to equip it, so I was like, excuse me, we can't equip this item, and I think we need to do that in order to get through here. But I think this item is something that you actually never equip. It's actually something that you just get the prompt to use, and, well, I don't see a prompt. So either we are bashing our head against a wall that is quite literally an actual wall that doesn't open, in which case, oops. Or maybe there's another way through here. And we did notice, or at least remember, that if we were to go down into the water and dive below, that there was some other way through that way. Does it actually get us where we're supposed to go here, or is it leading to a different area that's not terribly important to us? I don't remember. Let's double check. If it turns out that it's not what we're looking for, then maybe we'll end up abandoning this for the time being. So, is there a place where we can use it? Or are we, like, going to suffocate? There we go. There we go. Thank you, Harold. Is this what we were looking for? Does this lead us to the other side of the wall that seemed like it was impassable? Whoa! No. I'm pretty sure we are looking down on the pool of water that we just dove into not long ago. So I'm pretty sure all that did was send us in a circle. And instead of trying to find a way to climb up the walls there, which is probably not a good idea, maybe give it one more look at the wall that we feel like is actually a fake wall. That's where we came in from. That's the wrong direction. Said wall is in this direction? See, on the mini-map, we see the little swirly sign. And the little swirly sign. We do our Witcher senses? No, we were definitely doing that before. You see the little swirly sign on the mini-map in the top right corner? That, I believe, is supposed to be the indicator that there is an illusion here that you can dispel. And that would mean, once we dispel it, that we would normally be able to proceed to walk through it. But definitely not seeing the prompt to do it, which means we need that in order to make it through. So, for that reason, I guess we double back. I mean, obviously it's not great. I'd like to go through at some point. And that's the underground path here. It doesn't look like, or underwater, it doesn't look like it's based on the minimap. But obviously we can't walk through this wall. That's because it's that area that we just went down moments ago. But yeah, so we'll go back through here. Unless, like, some other shortcut get us there. It was a tricky area. And it, whoa. How do we, like, not fall to our death here? Apparently, sort of like that. But yeah, so we'll head back out. And I think what we were also looking at doing... Let's take another check at our quests here. Oh, yes, we were thinking of doing Don't Play with the Gods, which was a treasure hunt that is in this general area. We found it originally when we were there a bit of a lower level, and so now it is certainly within striking distance with us being level 14, that being a level 15 quest, seems like a good fit. And there are actually several of those treasure hunts that are maybe a little bit higher, but not necessarily something that we would rule out at this stage. 17 is probably doable. 18 might be a bit of a stretch. We'll have to see. But anyways, get a little ahead of ourselves here. So let's head back on through. I also don't necessarily remember what the correct direction through here is, but we're gonna check. This also would require us going underwater, I'm fairly certain. But I'm not necessarily sure that that's an indication that this is the wrong way. I'm surprised we can go this far without diving. Pretty sure we had to dive underwater at one point. Okay. So, like, is this a side area that we don't actually need to go to? Or is this the way out? I would like to know this. Because it's looking like a side area that had a chest that we've now definitely looted. What the heck is that? I'm lighting up. We use our Witcher senses. I don't know. Would suggest that whatever the heck these things are, they're significant for some reason. Not sure why, though. So I think that is mostly just a dead end. Yeah, what's up, Axiom? How are you? So eventually, we'll find our way out of this place. If there is normally a way out on the other side if we were able to make it through that door that we were trying to make it through. More like a wall right now. It's not really excuse me, Geralt, could you like not do that? There we go. Yeah, this is not necessarily something that you would normally have to do, per se. And I'm also absolutely going to forget which direction we came from here. Okay, well, that's definitely a wall. And definitely not a wall that we can go through. So the quest to find a way out of here continues. It's gotta be where that statue is, right? Is that where we just came through? I don't know. Let's follow the statue. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, I don't think we went up these stairs before. I think this is the way out. I'm like 95% certain. And by 95, I mean like 75% certain. And by that, I mean don't quote me on that. And by that, I mean quote me on that, because it's definitely the way out. Okay. Making progress. This is the initial area that we went through, and apparently the game does not want me to sprint here, because it's like, no, please, look at this dramatic pan. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, there's some sound. Sounds like some arching or something like that. Over there. I think it's just, a lantern of some sort. Not of terrible importance. Okay, but how do we actually get up here, which is the way out? Can we scale this? I'm not sure we are necessarily supposed to, but we did. Also, this is not actually the way up, because that's the way we want to go. Hold on just a second here. I'm pretty sure this loops around and is going to be counterproductive. Yes. Let us not do that. That would only make matters worse. Let us instead completely ignore the fact that we attempted to scale that wall earlier. Oh, another thing to light up. Yeah, how do we get up there? Or is that... Hold on. Hold on! Surely, we are not trapped down here for all of eternity. Surely not, right? That connects somewhere? Or maybe on the other side? Over here? I don't know. This is a little hard to see from this close up. That really looks like a broken off some sort of walkway that no longer has a way to get up there. So is it this side? Should I be concerned that the game is saving right now? I think this is it. I think this is it. We're fine. I wasn't worried. We were always gonna make it out. Not like I was counting our rations to see precisely how many days we would have lasted. Nah, we were good. Okay, so let's take a look now that we're outside as to what we might do here. Because I thought there was potentially, something out here in the water, some kind of loot that we'd not yet found. Also, this undiscovered location here, I think, didn't we actually use the teleport or the fast travel to byways over here, and then we walked over, saw this cave entrance, we were like, what is this place? Oh yeah, it's the place where supposedly there was an area that we weren't able to go into until we got the item that allowed us to dispel those illusions, and so we know how that went. But we could still check out this and or this. Now, it'd be nice to get, say, a boat to make it to this spot, because, you know, that's kind of in the middle of the ocean. So maybe we do this first. Then we'll go along the coastline here, pick up the boat next, then check out the question mark, and then the official treasure hunt that I was referring to earlier is this one over here. So it's close, but it's in a slightly different direction. So let's do this stuff first. Okay. This means we're going to go in this direction. Up the coastline a bit. And I have already burned through all of our stamina. Huh. I'm guessing that island? I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but whatever that thing is probably the question mark that we were looking at earlier that's out in the middle of the ocean. So yeah, that would be quite a trek to try to... Looks like a sunken ship, maybe? Oh, it's like a mast. Yeah, so that's probably the ship we're looking to pick up, and then we'll take that over to whatever this is. Let's see what we find. Okay, this, I'm guessing, is probably the question mark that we were saying we wanted to explore.
Let's dance.
Actually, hidden treasure. I was assuming it would be a bandit camp. Now, you know, these guys are bandits. Not so fast, buddy old pal. But you have friends. Say, if I, like, line myself up such that... Where the heck did you come from? Where were you? If we line ourselves up such that your friends have to shoot at you and hit you in order to aim at us, like this, can we make that a thing? Oh, you still hit us, darn it. Tried to line up the shot. Didn't work out. Might have happened that time. And why his friend turned around and was like, dude, why the heck did you just hit me? I think that got him, but I'm actually not sure. Also, if you could, like, not have your shield, that'd be helpful. And thank you for waiting for us patiently. Come over there and whack your head off. Okay. Combat music has stopped, which suggests that everybody is deceased. Okay, that's usually a bad sword. That's a slightly rarer version of what is usually a bad sword. This is also a slightly better version of a bad sword. That's just the bad version. And, ooh, notes. Okay. Well, let's read up. Last week, the three of us grabbed this traveler. Looked like the kind of cowardly guy that starts pooping in his pants at first sight of you. But seems looks can be deceiving. He started waving his sword, cut my ear off, and sliced Olaf's butt so deep he's got an extra crack, except the new one's horizontal. Eee. Then he smacked Ivar in the forehead with the hilt. Poor Sod's still dizzy. We snuffed him in the end, of course. Every fellow's doomed when he's outnumbered. But it turned out he had a handful of coins in his pouch, a copper ring on his finger, and that's it. We lost out on that robbery. Paid more to the herbalist for patching up than we took from the guy. Soon afterward, Olaf said, "Why the devil risk our necks waiting around for travelers when gold's literally sitting right under our feet? Buried with the dead. The corpse can't defend itself, so the risk of injury, nil. No need to wait around all day till someone walks by. There's already a couple dozen someones waiting for us, lying in their graves. Each one marked out like a veg at a grocer's. Yeah, you know... The dead have no defense? Oh god, it's actually an entirely separate quest. Usually these areas are just the question marks on the map and not actually a full-blown quest, so that's a little bit surprising. Ooh, pure silver. That's good. Well, that's an explosive. That is not loot. Okay, maybe just, like, don't touch that. That's, maybe that's a 2? Other loots from the people. Possibly this guy. I don't think we made it over there, but nothing of import there. More chests in this general area that we should know about. Ooh, hold on. Sort of. Sure. That's not great. This also uninspiring, but this one's gonna be actually quite good. Yeah, Vibranium, not bad at all. Will you one up even that? Silver also not bad. Okay, yeah, that's decent. And so that's the thing that we're gonna check out later. We could theoretically swim out now, but I think we're gonna be going along that coastline anyway, so we might as well pick up the boat while we're at it. What's that? Is that just a plant that is particularly large this year? It's a root. It's root. Okay. Yes. There's more stuff here. Sort of. He wants us to, whoa, be able to take it. Yeah, I'm not sure we have any crystallized essence, actually. That might be first. Okay. Appears as though we've looted all of that. This is also an explosive. Anything else there? That might be it. Let's check what the deal is with this quest that we just picked up from going here. Is it going to be a secondary quest, probably? No, it's not one of these. Oh, probably a treasure hunt, actually. Dead have no defense. Okay, so it's level 9. It is lower than the one that we were going to do, which is probably reason to get it done and dusted. Or it becomes even more of a low-level quest for us relative to our current level. Find the treasures in the catacombs using your Witcher senses. Where is that now? What catacombs? Oh! The ones that we are actually kind of sort of walking toward right now. Oh, yay. Don't know if I knew those were there, but sure. Don't think we've explored this area thoroughly. We went through, I think, along the main path, but that was about it. So it is possible that we could find additional things. Yeah. So, see, but the thing is like, whoa, okay, there are more deserters. I was gonna say, not necessarily sure we wanted to stoop to their level. Maybe not the best place to fight someone. You know, right on top of a very small, elevated platform. Yeah, like, do we really want to stoop to their level? That was not the sound of a deserter. That was the sound of some kind of dragon. I'm pretty sure that is it up there. And I do remember... probably wolves? I do remember, if we double check our map here... around here was where we had the question mark, question mark, question mark... was it a griffin or a wyvern? Some kind of flying monster that was chasing us all the way down this main path here as we were trying to make our way over to byways the first time round. So my guess is that's the same one there, in which case it's definitely still going to be too high a level for us to fight right now. So we probably want to leave that guy alone and let him do his thing. As for what is the deal here, though? Find the treasure in the catacombs using the Witcher senses? Yeah, like, it's right there. But, I thought we were gonna try to be all better than the bandits and not stoop to that level. Alright, if you make me, though. Quest updated. Is it done? It is done. Ultimatum sounds pretty good, I would think. Relic rarity sword. Otherwise, gauntlets and these chest plates are probably not great. We'll have to check what level they are, but they're low rarity. Let's double check though. Oop, not there. Phew. So this is the weapon, and it is actually, unfortunately, not great. It is a fair bit lower damage than our current axe. It does have some Igni sign intensity, some chance to stagger. I'm not sure if we've seen that. And 3 sockets, whereas our current axe has none. So in theory, we could invest a little bit in putting some rune stones in there. And I know we've started to accumulate a fair amount of those. So that's something that we could start to do a fair bit more of. But, I mean, our current steel weapon does not have any sockets, so we can't do that. At least not for our current one. And as for whether it's worth investing further in Ultimatum here and trying to make up for the 29 damage loss that we would have, can we pull that off with just runestones? I'd be pretty skeptical. I think we're probably better off just selling this guy, keeping our current weapon. Yeah, and also our current weapon is more broken down than this one here. So if we were to repair our current weapon, then it would be better still. So yeah, I don't think that's the answer to any of our problems. Problems is a strong word, because I think our steel weapon is definitely better than our silver one right now. If anything, the silver weapon's the problem. These are the gloves. Also, not really an upgrade. Let's do a quick check here, see if we have anything that we've been holding on to that we ought to swap to. Oh. We were probably talking about this before, that the cavalry boots are light armor, so that is why they have lower resistances. So they do have a higher armor rating, probably because they require level 13, whereas the boots that we are currently wearing, the Nilfgaardian boots, only require level 10. So you could potentially make a case for using that, but I think for the most part, we just pick that stuff up there for the sake of picking it up, and we'll keep our distance from that guy, but we'll mostly just look to sell those things. See, but the thing is, like, if we are going to the other quest we were thinking of doing here, the Don't Play with the Gods, the problem with that is it does require that we go directly past that guy, whatever flying beast that may be. So, like, if you want to just chill over there just a little bit, while we say take a bit more of a side route here, maybe? And by side route, I mean this route that is clearly marked in the path. Yeah, that's getting louder. Which is not encouraging. Yeah, you landed. Want to go in the opposite direction. That's definitely a griffin. Also, some kind of enemy on the path there. But I don't think it's the griffin. The griffin was further away. These are all the wolves that I don't feel terribly inclined to fight right now, but at this rate, it is probably unavoidable, unless, say, we were to run away with Brooch. Igni might just be our best friend, though. Just use that to, ideally, take them all out, rather than waste our durability on our weapons and all that stuff. Oh, I dodged in the wrong direction. 1, 2 down. Oop, I also mistimed that one. No, just one down. Not the other one. Hello? Oh, I'm also hearing other sounds. We have, yeah, larger friends. That griffin there is a little too mobile for my liking. But that is basically exactly what the heck. Oh my god. How many wolves are there? Look at our minimap right now. I mean, we just fought a bunch. There's like 10 more at least. Or maybe not 10 here, but there's a lot. Okay, so I think this is definitely time for us to get Roach and try to scram. This is not what we're looking for right now. We could take out the wolves, no problem. But as soon as that griffin sneaks up on us, we are toast. So I would, at the very least, like to keep our distance from that. And then we have to turn around and fight the wolves, then so be it.
Die.
Yes, at least some of them are still following us. You're committed. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Do we have enough ability or stamina to do that? I mean, we do now. Okay. Yeah, so the reason why we don't necessarily want to be fighting wolves is because every time we fight something, it lowers the durability on our weapons and armor, and it does mean that we need to repair it in order to get back to full strength, and typically that means that we want to be focusing on fighting only the stuff that is particularly powerful and worth our investment. It's like little wolves here and there, not really a high enough priority. Huh? This is marked. Okay, this is our spot, yeah. I was gonna say, is this a random place that we happen to come across, or is this actually what we were deliberately trying to target? And it is the latter. So that's good. We did make it. We went a very roundabout route. I think that's fine. Okay, I do remember there was a noon wraith here previously, when we first encountered this spot, and we were saying that, well, it was maybe just barely too high a level for us to fight, so we opted not to go after it. This time round, though, that should be different. Just heal up a little bit to get back to full HP, or close to it, before we engage, but should be good here. And of course, use Yurden. Freeze in the circle. We'll be cool. Stand still, though. That would be nice. You're gonna do your thing where you turn into a bazillion noon wraiths. Stop healing. That's not... Okay. Yeah, you know, we tried to fight you when you weren't in the circle. That's a no-no. I know. We did it anyway. We come back here, though. And maybe not scream and do whatever that was. Then it'll be fine. Also, you would not, like, reverse on us, go in the opposite direction where it's difficult to see you keeping the camera angle. That would be ideal. There we go. Noon Wraith down. That might actually be some new crafting materials for us. Oh! Is it really this simple? Is it just this chest here? Because it's red, which means that it's a quest item of some sort. Don't play with the gods. Let's see if it says complete. Yeah, it is quite literally that simple. Got a formula for Cabrith, which is some kind of potion, I think, or maybe it's an ingredient for a potion. That sword looks elaborate. However, I'm pretty sure that it is not going to be an upgrade for us because it's just normal rarity. What I wanted to do was use Ard. Yeah, come on. Come on. Push some of this stuff away. Oh no, not Ard. What am I saying? Yeah, Ard. That. Try to knock some stuff away, see if there's anything else hiding behind there we wanted to check out, but not seeing anything. There are still icons on our map here, suggesting that we've not yet found everything in this area. Originally, I thought that there's going to be some kind of door over here that was going to let us go through to a different area and like some kind of dungeon. Give us more stuff to do. I was surprised that it turned out it is just that one enemy. So, is it down here? Below? I'm thinking about this question mark here that we are now theoretically directly on top of. And yet, it's still a question mark. That's a little odd. And then similarly, right here, supposedly there's a place of power. That's what that indicator is on our map right now. And yet, I don't see a place of power here. I don't see any. And that indicator there, the red dot below it, is pointing downward, which suggests that it is lower down than we currently are. So that further reinforces my theory that there's some kind of dungeon here. We just aren't yet seeing, for whatever reason. And I was theorizing, I think, that maybe... Just an update on where we are. I was theorizing that this here looks an awful lot like some sort of portal that will ultimately allow us to step through into some kind of alternate dimension. As to whether that's actually a thing or not, I have no idea. But ooh, we almost missed this. Crossbow. Okay. Let's actually double check if that's any good. But yeah, so I think that theoretical portal of sorts that may or may not exist might be the type of thing that would ultimately allow us to go to whatever other dungeon area that might be and find the things that we're seeing showing up on our map. Yeah, so this crossbow we cannot yet equip. But we'll stash it for the time being. We'll hold on to it. The other thing we should do is, now that we've apparently finished that quest already, either explore this area further and see if there is anything else to uncover. This side I think we have been on before and explored a little bit more thoroughly than where we were previously with all those bandits. This I don't remember, though. And that? Hold on. What the heck is that? Some dramatic archway? Is that this? It's a long ways away. I am awfully curious, though. Looks very significant. Whatever it may be. Maybe we give that a shot. This is something in the water on the opposite side, where we were originally planning to go. So, we're headed in the opposite direction. But let's maybe save, in case this is some crazy thing that actually sends us to some area where we're going to encounter some extremely strong enemies that we have no chances of defeating, and they just absolutely annihilate us. I have no idea. We'll see. Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? Use our Witcher senses just to see it? If there's any indication of something else over here? But this is actually going to end up taking us close to Pike Isle. Oh, there's something in the water there. Okay. Usually, like when we were on our way to Pike Isle before, we were finding that there was basically nothing in the water. So much so that I was questioning whether or not boat health even mattered. And then you guys were laughing at me in the comments saying like, oh yes, it absolutely does. I guess we just getting off easy a little bit at this stage. So here's the spot. Hidden treasure, it says. Boat damage. The boat is damaged. Critical amounts of damage will cause it to sink. There we go. In case you were wondering, there is that theory that now tested. I think we just, hit land. Basically what happened. So that's a fireplace. This is loot. Bad loot at that. I mean, part of me wants to take it just to take it so we don't feel like we need to look at that unclaimed loot. But surely that's not everything. If you said there's hidden treasure here, that's not really what I meant to do. This chest, however, I bet is good. If we could just, like, actually get on land. Okay, yes, we don't actually need to be on land to take it, but it would be awfully convenient if we could. Okay, chest plate might be decent. Can we walk up here, though? Yes. Sort of. Kind of. That is probably the significant thing. Right here. Blood-smeared notes? Okay. Let's check those out. Note to self. Small isle with ruins on a bridge built of red brick. That's the spot. Traces of a camp left on the isle. We'll need to Dive down among the submerged ruins. Chests visible among them. Okay. Hints of some other sunken chest.
Whoa, hello. Pleasure to meet you guys.